I'm recording now. Okay, so welcome back to the Sonic Fanon Wiki. So, alright, here's one for you, Noonham. Here's Scott the Fox. Would you please read Scott the Fox?
What? That's it?
Please read Scott the Fox.
We can't make a part out of this. Look at it. Scott is a cream tails troll, and he is the boyfriend of Anna the Hedgehog.
Okay, now that you've read that, please read this one. Pose the Hyena.
There's two. You can't pick two, Snake. That's mean.
That was the Scott the Fox was just a warm-up.
Oh god. Oh god, no. That's just a regular human.
It's a hyena.
That's just a regular human.
It's a hyena. You know, that picture doesn't qualify whether the hyena is the human or the balloon.
Okay, let me read this quote that is on the top of the page from Pose the Hyena. That's such a shit name. You make a fucking character an adjective and a name.
My name is Scramble the Minx.
My name is Walking the Human. Come on now. You don't have to be a person. I'm having a visceral reaction.
You haven't even gotten to the terrible part of this yet.
You just have to have a mask or two. That's what makes me alive. Okay. Nothing I don't have to live... Knowing I don't have to live to be a person. What? Knowing I don't have to live to be a person. Just a dead mask.
Dash, dash, dash. Pose.
Pose.
Now, I wanna...
What does that mean? Like, is he posing?
Pose. Pose is a she. I think. Anyway,
we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
I've gotta give some I've gotta give you some details, Noonham. I have, like, notes
I've
for
only read the quote!
No, here's the thing, just before we start, I think this is a good tone setter, is I have notes for every, like, page that I've found that I think this could be fun or funny for Noonham to read. Like, they're just very basic descriptors, like, you know, one of them is Dumb Blue Cat, or, you know, the final game in the Sonic series, which that might be a pick for you, at one point. My note for Pose the Hyena is just the words, good fucking god. Also, you're making staticky noises, your microphone.
Well, BRB then.
So, yeah, Pose the Hyena is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the most obnoxious character I found on this, and I've only skim-read these.
Okay, this is an article about Pose the Hyena! Character created by Silverlove on, what is that? What format is that?
Oh, sorry, that's a month, day, year.
The 19th of March? No.
19th of March,
yeah, March
2016.
2016. Their name is Pose, with an exclamation mark. Full name, Pose, the poser for the poses of the proud! Pose the Hyena!
Wow, I've never seen a full name that included brackets before.
Age, I'm 6 years old. Over 50.
That's creepy. Don't do that.
Gender, boy or girl. Guys are cool. So they've picked, and that's valid. Species, hyena, but I want to be a cat. That would be awesome. In no way do you look like a hyena. You look like a regular human person. A regular human anime person. I'm fucking whacking my monitor. I'm hitting the face of Pose the Hyena.
Wow, don't assault the characters, Noon. So, you've no doubt picked up on it already. This entire article is written in quotes. The entire article, non-stop, start
It's
to
like
finish.
So it's like, is fucking, what was their name? Silver Love writing this, or is Pose the Hyena writing their own Wikipedia article,
I think
which
this
is like
Silver Love writing from the perspective of Pose the Wolf in character. So it's Pose the Wolf. That's what my question was. I mean, my answer is me trying to work it out as well. So.
Summary. What am I?
Yep, you didn't need that. The summary
presumably a hyena, but looking at that picture, I don't know. Greetings and welcome to the SSA Station Square. That Square Agency. Square. I would sing the jingle, but the head detective bans me from singing. So cruel. Shivers.
Probably for the best.
Oh, do you want me to, like, act this out, Snake?
You don't. That's entirely up to you. I don't want to make this part uncomfortable for either of us.
I'm making it uncomfortable for you, then.
Oh, wow.
Greetings and welcome to the SSA Station Square Agency. I'm having a stroke. I would sing this jingle, but the head detective bans me from singing. So cruel. But anyway, if you don't mind, I like bullet points in everything I do. Trust me, I am not that interesting. Kia.
That's the most honest statement I've ever seen from one of these characters.
Point 1, Snake, you motherfucker! As an individual, a part of the race called, looks at the files, I forgot, a hyena, presumably, but very human-like. I guess that's kinda why I work here, forgetting truly who I was due to what do you call denial of self after a traumatic event. Every time I mention what I am become the enemy. I am become the enemy! For now, we will become the enemy! For now, we will call my race the unacknowledged ones. You're a what?
I think
Are you a hyena or not?
On that one, right? I think it's for now we call my race the unacknowledged ones. Otherwise, he become an enemy.
I feel like they, Snake. There's a grammatically correct version for that. We'll call my race the. I don't know. Should it be a whisper? Or should it be like a blown out scream, or like it has like a huge echo
I
to
suppose, yeah, it should be a scream. The unacknowledged ones.
Wait, Snake. Let me do it for you. Let me impress your poor little mind with. Let me destroy it.
Fucking mutant? Are you fucking real?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I mean, wait.
You did fucking blow my mind.
The unacknowledged ones.
Did you hear that?
I did. Good one.
There was a laugh at the end. Now, you know everything about me, or at least what I know about myself. Trust me, I don't have amnesia. It's just when I say it, literally something happened. Fuck, this hurts my brain.
This character is very, very confusing. Like, I feel this character has been hurt by having it written in character. Because this character should not be listened to.
Like, should be ignored.
It's like you decide, you know what, I'm gonna write a character that no one conceivably would ever want to talk to, and then they're going to talk to you.
Lock it away behind a fucking drawer somewhere. Snake, this is hard. I haven't even begun to scroll yet. Now, I don't have amnesia. It's just when I say it, literally, something happens. Like, so he's like, all powerful. Like this person, this character, they say something and it becomes true.
Okay, so spoilers. This character is like a mix between the Sonic the Hedgehog universe, Code Geass, and a stroke.
Code Geass! Well, now... Wait, what was the last one?
And a stroke. Which I think you just had, to be honest.
I think we're both having a stroke. So they have the Code Geass, the eye power. That's cool, I guess, but...
Spoilers. I did have to spoil that to make that make sense.
It's not a spoiler, it literally happened in the first episode of Code Geass. That's like the whole
it
premise.
wasn't a spoiler for Code Geass, it was a spoiler for this character.
This character is spoiling my mind. All my life I was chosen to be the eccentric and upbeat one. What, did I skip something? Growing up in a home for children because our parents were forced to, I was often the one. Well, this is not written by someone who knows English that well. Like the grasp of English is very tenuous. I would say, because like there's like gaps, or is like how is this supposed to be how this character talks? Because our parents were forced to. I was often the one who was odd.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like I'm trying to deduct what the fuck this sentence means here. Growing up in a home for children. Okay, orphan. This character is an orphan because our parents were forced to. What does that mean? I'm already gone. I'm already lost. Their parents were forced to. The parents of this hyena, Pose the hyena, forced them to be an orphan.
Our parents were forced to give Pose the hyena up because Pose was simply too annoying.
I mean, you could, come to that, but none of the words would, if you read them out, would say that. You can, look at it and, I guess that's what it's trying to say. But that's not what it's saying, Snake. It's saying, growing up in a home for children because our parents were forced to, I was often the one who was odd, smiled, quirky. Smiled, quirky!
End quotes.
All my life I was chosen to be the eccentric and upbeat one. Chosen. Yeah. You were chosen,
hey,
the chosen
you,
one.
be the eccentric and upbeat one.
Just like parents are their parents who were forced to. Growing up in home for children.
My earliest memory is my dad sat me down on his lap and said, Pose, you're 4 years old, and I've got to tell you, you're a moody bitch. Lighten up.
Be eccentric and upbeat. That's what's coming for you. Nothing else. I had no problem with it, but when it came time for me to choose my fate in the sight of my king, it had a different plan for me that no one told me about. So it's like a certain clairvoyance to itself being a fictional character. You know? It's self-aware, but in kind of a schizophrenic way.
Oh, kind of like how Amber the Razor Fox would break the fourth wall, like Deadpool.
Yeah, it is like that. Imprisoned. It's like this character's imprisoned by the fact that they're self-aware and in a fiction, and they're aware of it. You know? Or it's written by someone who doesn't know how to write.
It could really go either way.
No, you see, in my race, you lived together like kindergarten up to high school. Painful. And then you would meet the king and choose your fate. Yeah, that's I can comprehend that part. Like knight, or aspiring prince, or, well, I chose faces. Well, my comprehension slithered away. It's gone, Snake. What is faces?
You missed out that you didn't choose knight or aspiring prince, which you can't be an aspiring prince, by the way. You can't aspire into a genetic heritage. But also, you can't be a kite.
That does say kite. I'm trying to go through this quick, Snake. I hope you realize. After who the fuck was that? Fucking Scott the Fox?
Yeah.
Nero the Hedgehog? I'm quite puzzled. I'm My eyes are popping out of the sockets. I was laughed at, of course, and close to being put. They were this pose. The exclamation is important. Pose the hyena shows faces for their fate, and they almost got killed for it.
The king doesn't have much of a sense of humor, I suppose.
But all because of my quick analysis of the king and personality at that second, I was granted life. Ha 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 ha, in past tense.
I laughed at the time.
What else goes on? What does go on in life, truly?
A lot of things.
Wait! My parents! Never knew mom or dad! Smirking. What is... I am like the tense of this? You know? The tense it's written in? Snake, are you here? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
It's weird. It's like weird. Like, the smiled, laughed. Because it's like they did something like that in, like, Shivers. Like way back there, they said so cruel Shivers. You know? But it's like it changes, like, at a certain point, this was the present, and now it's the past.
Yeah.
Because, like, they were, like, so cruel, Shivers, and, like, as an individual part of the race called the Looks at Files, I forgot. Like, they're, like, doing, like, the fucking roleplay, like, Sigh and stuff like that. But at some point, the tenses switched, and I'm, like, struggling. Snake, I'm struggling. Patrick, I'm struggling.
How much of this page do you actually want to read? We can jump around.
Honestly, I want to read the whole thing because I am fascinated and I'm in pain.
Wow, this is going to be a long fucking part.
There's so much going on. There's so many layers of stuff going on that was, like, put into this. And this was some asshole. I'm calling a little kid an asshole. There was some fucking kid. Did they put a lot of effort into this or not? I don't know. Because, like, the art is fine. You know, it's good. It's like a good little doodle there. I don't know if they drew it, but fuck, I've lost my.
You've lost your rope.
I have dashing looks. This is the appearance section. Orange hair with flame red towards the middle. I guess I would say, yeah. My hair flips out and is slightly past my shoulders. I said slightly. It's like.
Wow, such personality.
It's like this is the author shining through, in my opinion, right now. Because, like, I don't think that they drew this this doodle here. They could have. I'm not gonna shit on them for not being able to draw. Welcome to the most people in the world can't draw. But, like, this feels like it's like someone drew their character and they were like, actually slightly past my shoulders, motherfucker. Slightly, not a lot, slightly. And they are a white person, very clearly. My eyes are lavender, almost periwinkle towards the top. Then once traveling towards the bottom, it becomes a dreamy purple, almost, I don't know, caterpillar purple. Shrugs? What? I don't know, but I'm glad you were very, very descriptive about the eyes, which I would just say, kind of fucking purple, dude.
I mean, I'm just wondering who Periwinkle is. I wonder if he's going to come up later on.
Periwinkle?
Yeah, almost what? Periwinkle. Who's that?
Is Periwinkle a character in this?
No, that's just not how you use Periwinkle.
I wear one lime green glove on my left hand, then a hot pink on my right hand, black skinny jeans, black and white shirt, then a jacket. Nah. Oh no, that's not a good description. Looks around. Another, like...
Oh, little jab at itself. Little self-deprecating.
There's
I respect that.
I do respect that, but there's like so many things going on. Like sometimes there's like in fucking colons. Whatever.
It's really weird, isn't it, that this is all written by one character, but reading it feels like you're sat in a room full of people screaming at you.
It truly does feel like a math equation where you have to think about what you're reading and like put it together in your head. How I act personally. Wow, this is a long one. Okay, I don't think I can do this one, but I can read what Search's papers. Oh, character wrote something about me. It says partners evaluations. Looks around for character. Pose as himself is a self-centered, irresponsible clown of a worker.
I like that guy. I like the partner.
Looks at the paper in disgust. What? That's not me at all. Continues reading reluctantly now. An inspired dreamer who yearns for the truth within himself. Pose demonstrates as a mannequin.
As a mannequin?
I'm kin with mannequins. For those he least cares about.
I'm mannequin.
I am mannequin. About putting on his emotions as ease of access to anything he wants. He may not understand the typical physics of what an agent is supposed to know to work here, but he is aware of his surroundings by the fullest and understands the emotions that he displays as others give it back to him.
That was a very long-winded way of saying can see and fucking hear, smell, and understands the basic concept of emotions.
Allowing him ease to read and understand people's motives. I have no idea how to read like
motives.
Like no, like
people's motives, both with apostrophes.
Both with possessive. People's
motives. Specifically to the peoples, but not the whole peoples.
People's motives and desires. Jokes is what he seems to be made of, although he doesn't seem to mean it. He only wishes to become like those around him and not to be detached like he has experienced in the past. Arch's eye.
I wrote that into my report. Oh no, that's Pose. This is very confusing.
This is like. This is like...
It is like...
It is very much like... Someone's writing to me and I'm like... Aw, shit! There's like too much going on, so when like a separate like thing is going into my fucking head, I'm like, what? I need to... What? You're writing to me? Humans!
I need to do anything other than read Pose, the fucking hyena.
Oh... Always delivering his first emotion, he feels that it's right to receive the appropriate response back. Pose is small, kind, and open to all who wishes to be like him. A poser! And Pose. Get to work. This evaluation was done by yours truly. Character the Lynx.
Good name. Good name.
Snake. They've yet to name the fucking character. They've yet to name the fucking character with the evaluation.
How do you not know that Character the Lynx is their name? That's really good, you know, like, you could say about him, like, oh yeah, I go to work, he's a bit of a character.
Their name cannot be Character the Lynx. No, Snake.
That
has to be a placeholder name. That can't be their name. They can't be Character the Lynx.
With the depths of creativity that we have experienced here, how unbelievable is it that someone would just call their fucking character and think it's clever?
I don't know. I hope not. It's like
debatable at the least.
Thinking about how I'd like make a character, I wouldn't like name them as like character. I would come up with a name like right off the bat, so they could be Character the Lynx. But there's no link here, so I have no idea.
It's tricky, isn't it? I don't think this page has any hyperlinks though. Like outside of it doesn't have like unlike other ones which tend to like link characters it references. This one doesn't, so it could just be that this person just doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I knew he would say that. Cross his arm. So, we're hitting the... Actually, I think we should scroll back up, because I didn't actually finish the whole pose basic info thing.
This page is the gift that keeps on hurting.
Alignment. Pose the hyena aligns wherever they desire. Which means neutral.
You know, neutral would have done.
My relationship status is... Man, how I would love to kiss Viola. She's hot. And then in like parentheses, no one with a smile.
Again, would have been.
Height, not enough for me. 3'4", aye, taller than the head detective.
Fucking manlet.
Wait, I think it's normal to be 68 pounds, right? They like colors, so many shades. Smiling Sly, cats, Viola. They're really thirsty for Viola.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned for Viola. I wish the best for Viola, and I don't think Pose is that.
They like faces, which is like... That's their fate, and they like it. I'm
That's
still
why
not
they
sure
chose faces. Grew up,
I'm
I
not
wanted to be a face.
I want to have a face. Co-workers, they dislike them. Now, I want to enter meals of team, and I don't like work. So, is Hyena Pose the Hyena, seems to have a lot of problems with men.
Seems to have a few interpersonal problems, just dislikes his co-workers. Dislikes men, doesn't like work.
Friends, everyone is a friend if they know how to love.
And
Cheesy.
they aren't my co-workers.
They aren't men and co-workers! I love them. Relatable. Foes. Something character would say... Oh! Something character would say. And it's like capitalized.
So is that character the links? Or is that something character as in something this character Pose the Hyena would say?
Well, it's still...
I mean, it's capitalized, so I assume character the links.
It's still in, like, first POV, so I think, the character the links, like you deduce Snake, is in fact character to links and not a placeholder name.
I have never been so upset to be correct.
People who are against good, blah blah blah, Grimes. You seem very motivated. Romantic interest, Viola, and basically female interested. ...
Archer's eye.
Archer's eye. So what we've known about, what we've figured out about this in this personal info and like stuff like that, is that Pose the Hyena is afraid, dislikes men, is very heterosexual. As a consequence, I guess. It's kind of an asshole. What happened to me? History. We're gonna go back to history now. As I explained earlier, I was the thoughtless child born as the only child to go off and live with the rest of the children.
That's when Peter Pan came to me and took me to the island.
I was the thoughtless child born as the only child to go off and live with the rest of the children.
You know, this character's over 50 years old.
Who are the rest of the children?
I guess that's the orphanage?
Yeah, I guess, but...
It's a very melodramatic way of putting it. I went to live... Like, there's ways of saying I grew up in an orphanage, and there's example 1, I grew up in the orphanage. Example 2, I was sent to live with the rest of the children.
It's not just that. Because, like, there's layers upon... I was the thoughtless child born as the only child. The only child! You know, the only child! If he was...
The phrasing there was... Pose was an accident, and they didn't make that mistake twice.
Pose was an accident, and they sent them off to an orphanage. My parents went their way to live their fates or careers. I stayed in the care system as long as everyone else has. As long, like it's a constant, like it's consistent how long everyone else
Suppose
is.
you're 50 years old, you can leave the orphanage.
No, I'm here as long as everyone else, bitch.
Everyone else left.
I don't know what you're talking about. I always had something funny about me. Though when I was growing up, all the children would smile and laugh if I said something. Like one time when I was 5, about when I entered there, I said, "Hey, that my red color," referring to a red ball, of course. The children laughed, and instead of crying, I laughed with them.
It was a gut buster.
Fucking red balls, man. Get that checked out. First time I had seen them so happy ever since I was there. So yes, growing up with them was the hardest. What?
Happy anecdote. It was pain.
Man, it was such a nice time. We laughed, and instead of crying, we just fucking laughed. The children were lying. So yeah, growing up was the shittiest. Everything I said was funny, a joke, and well, the light of the dark. But still, I felt detached from why they laughed, when they laughed, and how they laughed. Yeah, and ever since then, my emotions were not taken seriously. But I was not bothered at the least. Everyone smiled.
That almost read like fucking Raiden said it. And then it just stepped back.
Yeah, and ever since then, my emotions were not taken seriously, but I was not bothered. At least everyone smiled.
But it was the hardest.
It was the hardest. My powers. I have the ability to awaken an emotion or a motive that's really embedded in a person. I have the power to motivate.
I have the power to say things and make others feel things.
I have the power of words.
Basic speech.
I have the powers of causality.
One day I smacked a guy in the face and he was really mad.
You said it hurt!
What is this power?
What is this power? For example, if someone wanted to kill their sister, but the emotions... I'm sorry, I wouldn't buy that too fast. And it's like a whiplash, Snake. It's like a whip slash that hit my fucking brain. For example, if someone wanted to kill their sister, you know, as you do, but the emotions are covered and the emotive hidden because of the desire to be a good person, I could override that. But over time, yes, it takes a little time. So you have
the power. Say if someone wanted to kill their sister, to go, hey, killing your sister isn't cool because they have the desire to be a good person.
Like over time, they can convince someone to not kill their sister, which is like the
really
weakest
low tier power.
It's like someone decides, you know what, I'm gonna kill my sister now, and they do it, and like fucking pose that heinous, like, you know what, you shouldn't do that, and like a year later, it's like, you know what, you're right, I shouldn't have killed my fucking sister, and like pose is like, fucking, I'm powerful, bitch. Their want comes out. Now it does not work when the person flat out wants.
So there has to be some niggling doubt.
So like what? So if their Code Geass power is pretty fucking shit then, because like Lelouch could just like once per person per eye could tell them to do something and they do it and they couldn't fucking do anything against it. But this person's like, actually, what if like you didn't kill your sister? And the prerequisite it has to be that they already have to be like wavering on that, like, should I kill my sister or not? So it's like, first off, Pose has to find out if someone is like thinking about killing their sister, you know, like they're kind of like halfway there. It's like, should I kill my sister? I don't know. And Pose the Hyena has to find that information out first off, and then convince that person. They just have to convince that. That's not a fucking power!
I have the power the power to stop someone from doing something a year from now if they didn't really want to do it anyway.
What I was born with. Abilities.
That's powers. You're not born with abilities, you develop them over the course of learning and doing things.
Why are, like, some things bolder and some things aren't? What is that?
They're more important.
I can eat dead things and not get sick.
Lovely. End brackets, I guess that was... Wait, so that's not in quotes. So is that the writer talking to us?
I can eat dead things and not get sick.
That's called meat. You cook it.
What? So, like, I presume what they mean is, like, raw food, you
Yeah,
know?
like, you know, like a hyena just, you know, chowing down on carrion.
I guess that was kind of gross. It's cool anyways. So it's like, since, like, these are all animals, it's still technically cannibalism.
I mean, would you consider vegetables dead things?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, if you keep potatoes and, like, onions, like, a long time in a place, they start to sprout out, so they're not technically dead, Snake.
Oh. Well, yeah, you're right. So, we can eat both alive and dead things. Really?
Yes! Yes! ... Skills. So, like, what is, like, powers, abilities, and skills? Like, I feel like you could have, like...
I feel abilities and skills have some overlap. Powers is just, like, you know, innate abilities that you have, like fucking firing lasers out of your eyes. I could practice for the rest of my life and I'll never be able to do that. No amount of sit-ups will give me that power.
Trust me, I am not about to bore you to death with a list. Appears over at the SSA team, which is Square something team. I can do things though.
So
I
wait,
can
hang
hold
on.
my...
The Station Square team, so she's in Station... Well, he's in Station Square, sorry. This, who's the king of Station Square? Or was he born elsewhere?
Character to Link, probably.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna drag this out. Go ahead.
I can hold my breath underwater up to 20 minutes. Awesome, right? I mean, sure.
Try for 21.
I can speak Mobian, Inal, and my...
Noonam, I can speak my language.
Snake, I can also speak my language. I can charm people. Yes, I can. Why haven't I mentioned this? I can strum a guitar pretty erratically. Strum a guitar, you know? No chords, though. No chords, though. Just, you know, just... strumming, Snake!
But, you know, can you...
Just strumming!
Can you strum a guitar radically?
Oh, I'll try. Was that radical?
I thought it was pretty radical.
In piano, somewhat. I'm not fucking busting out my fucking synthesizer. We all have them. Weaknesses. With my true emotion power... What was the emotion power?
The emotion power was the shit power that, you know, could stop someone from killing their sister if they didn't want to anyway.
That's funny, like, I imagine Hyena going up to someone and is like, you know what? You shouldn't kill your sister. And they're like, what?
Yeah?
What?
I'll take that to heart. Thank you.
Thanks, I guess. I don't have a sister, but sure.
I'm very concerned that you gave me that advice, but I can't disagree with it. I shouldn't kill my sister.
Anyway, trivia.
Well, hang on. You jumped from with my true emotion power to trivia. You've got to read this weakness. It's delicious.
With my true emotion power, I have the great weakness. I can't use my ability.
It just is the fucking Geass.
It is. Okay, it's the Geass, but the ability is so shit. You know, you have the ability to convince someone maybe to do something. Only once, though. Anytime else, you're fucked. You can never convince anyone ever again.
Alright, I honestly think that just translates to no one wants to talk to me twice.
Also, I have a weakness against people of the psychic abilities. Trust me, they are everywhere.
I think that just means you're gullible.
Oh my god. Trivia. I, as a worker, Station Square Agency, and the title as the Persuader. I can only
But only once.
Fuck. Fuck. My father was actually a beast tamer.
I never knew him. I know what he looks like. He was a beast tamer, though.
Of the people I work with here, I have a strong relationship with character. I'm still fucking... That still hurts my soul snake. And also, of course, a weakest bond with... But who doesn't?
My favourite Sonic character. Aloru the Vowel.
Well, I'm not reading comments. Fuck this shit. Send it. Fuck this part.
That's the most obnoxious character on the wiki. With a really shit power. See you next part.